Hey everyone, so I hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. And today I'm here to talk about a very important thing, which is your word. So I will be reading excerpts from uh, the complete works of Florence Scovel Shinn, if you can see it. And she was a great author, and she has written several books like The Game of Life and How to Play It, Your Word is Your Wand, The Secret Door to Success, and The Power of the Spoken Word. So this is a compilation of all those books, and I will be reading specifically from Your Word is Your Wand because it is very important. And the day I came across this whole concept, I was really shocked to my core, and it was quite an awakening for me. And I hope this video brings some awakening in your life as well. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. So, have you ever noticed that no matter what goes on in your reality, you are always talking to yourself, mostly in a negative way? Let's say you have an argument at work with your colleague, and you are only building up scenarios which are on the opposite side of some positivity. Like if you have any argument with your family member, you are possibly thinking that they hate you or they don't like you, or you are the unloved child, and your parents don't like you, or your sister doesn't like you, or your brother has issues with you, and things like that. Sometimes when you're stuck in traffic, you might start thinking suddenly that I will be late for work, and my boss will be mad at me. Like I just never reach on time. And it's always like this. I always get stuck in traffic, blah, 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 blah. And you never notice that you are doing this on a daily basis. You might as well be doing this for your whole life now. And you don't understand that all these inner conversations, which are so much inclined towards only the negative outcomes, are solely the reason that you're actually experiencing those negative outcomes. I'm sorry to break this to you, but yes, that's true. Today I will uncover it using the works of Florence Scovel Shinn. She's a great author. You can check this book out and just read it if you like it. Meanwhile, I'll do it for you. So let's go and see what she has to say. So your word is your wand says, man's word is his wand filled with magic and power. So man has power to change an unhappy condition by waving over it the wand of his word. In the place of sorrow appears joy. In the place of sickness appears health. In the place of lack appears plenty. So she uses an example here. I'll just continue with that. So a woman came for a treatment for prosperity. She possessed just $2 in the world. I said, we bless the $2 and know that you have the magic purse of the spirit. It can never be depleted. As money goes out, immediately money comes in, under grace in perfect ways. I see it always crammed, jammed with money. Yellow bills, green bills, pink checks, blue checks, white checks, gold, silver, and currency. I see it bulging with abundance. She replied, I feel my bag heavy with money, and was so filled with faith that she gave me one of her dollars as a love offering. I did not dare refuse it and see lack for her, as it was important that I hold the picture of plenty. Shortly afterwards, she was made a gift of $6,000. Fearless faith and the spoken word brought it to pass. The affirmation of the magic purse is very powerful, as it brings a vivid picture to the mind. It is impossible not to see your purse or wallet filled with money when using the words crammed, jammed. The imaging faculty is the creative faculty, and it is important to choose words which bring a flash of the fulfillment of the demand. Never force a picture by visualizing. Let the divine idea flash into your conscious mind, then the student is working according to the divine design. So, what do we see here? She's trying to say that a woman comes up to her and she has only $2 in her entire world. And Florence Scovel Shinn suggests to her that you think that your purse is overflowing with money. It's bulging out, it's jammed, it's crammed. Just imagine I say these words to you that your bank account is having a seven-figure number, and you can, even though just for a moment you can just ignore whatever your bank balance is, you can, you have the capability to imagine that cramming, jamming of your bank account with money. You can feel it, you can actually imagine it. And if you can imagine it, you can hold that picture for a while until you see it. You have to be a little decisive here, that if you have thought that something is true for you, you may want to stick through it and not question it. Just try it for once, because let's say all the negative experiences that you have always imagined in your mind, all the scenarios that you created about the arguments, about the bad opinions, about how people dislike you, how people do not welcome you, and stuff like that. How many times is it true that you have already predicted that this happened and you have not imagined it by yourself? Because you keep on doing it over and over and over again. You never ever try to, you know, try a different perspective. You do not ever try to maybe try for the opposite outcomes, that maybe this time people do like you, maybe this time your work was appreciated, maybe this time the argument you had was not your fault, it was maybe the circumstances were not good for the other person who hurt you. You never ever try to, point to the perceptions which can bring a positive outcome. Just because you have never picked any perception on the positive side of the circumstance, of the situation, that does not mean that it will not end up in a positive outcome. So just like you have faith, just like you have so much faith in your negative scenarios, just like you have so much faith in how pessimistic this world is, you can try 1% of that faith in a positive outcome sometimes, and just try it. I'm not saying that you believe what I'm saying, I'm just saying try it and test it, because you can, contemplate on all the moments where you have, where you were seated by yourself, and all that you can think about is just shit. How shitty a scenario can get, how low your life can become. You dwelled upon that for a really, really long time, and then you should not be surprised when you actually see it in your reality. Rather, if it was a surprise, then you would have seen some positive outcome when you were dwelling on the negative. Similarly, you cannot think positively and experience a negative outcome. That's just not possible. Okay. And if you are maybe using a different opinion, maybe this time you are using a different um optimistic approach to your current situation, then don't go crazy when you don't see the results instantly, because you have been, thinking about the bad stuff for a really, really long time, and it's like you have created a really thick wall around yourself. Just be stable in your positive mindset and just see how things change around you. You can start by a really, really small thing, maybe a family member, maybe your work, maybe you can try it with the traffic also. Maybe you can start saying that I always get a space in the parking lot, or I never get stuck in the traffic, I always reach on time. Try with those little things which somewhere don't mean anything in your life, and just see how how it brings about a change in a very small area of your life. And then you can apply it to the bigger things, maybe your relationships, maybe your work, maybe your with your boss, maybe trying to go for your dream company, getting more money, maybe your business, anything. And so that's how Florence Scovel Shinn explains that your words are like magic. And how much dark magic are you creating by using the bad words? Only you can imagine. Now that you are conscious of it, Please choose your words differently. Even if you are talking to someone else, you should be careful about what words you are choosing to define yourself. Don't go around, just nagging about everything, that I am so bad at this, I am feeling so dull, my life is so bad, and just don't do that. Even if you are having those thoughts, don't give them the energy. Go and select a different set of words which define the good stuff. Even if your life sucks right now, go ahead and dare to choose the words like, my life is amazing, everything is perfect in my life. When you are saying that your life is so bad, actually, when you say your life isn't that bad, it's just you have exaggerated it so much in your mind that all that you can focus on is what you are missing and not what you have. So maybe just give it 7 days or something, give it a week, and try this pretending of using the words. I would say pretending because for most people, it's very, very difficult to understand this concept. So just try it, test it. I'd say just test it and come back here later and let me know if it has changed anything in you. And I'd be more than happy to talk to you or read your comments. This was all about this video. I intend that this video helped you, and do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want this kind of content more, do let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.